Outlander theories. Claire Fraser was born in Jamie's time. Here's the tragic evidence. Outlander Season 5 came to an end last week, but fans still have questions after watching Claire Fraser's dreamscape, with some believing it holds clues to her past that viewers don't know about yet. In fact, one fan believes it reveals Claire is from husband Jamie Fraser's time. Here's the clue you missed. Claire Fraser, played by Katrina Balfe, was introduced to Outlander fans in the first ever episode as she traveled back through time and met Highlander Jamie Fraser, Sam Hagen, who she eventually fell madly in love with. It was later revealed she had lost her parents in a tragic car crash, and the only family she had was her husband Frank Randall, Tobias Menzies, who was back in the future. Fans haven't really dwelled on this information for a while as it hasn't been brought up much, but in the Season 5 finale, a major clue was dropped suggesting her parents were time travelers and she was born in Jamie's time. As Claire was sexually assaulted by Lionel Brown and his gang, she tried to escape by thinking of what life would be like back in the 1960s with those she loved. In the dreamscape, she was having dinner with her extended family but was anxiously awaiting the arrival of her daughter Brianna Fraser, Sophie Skelton, and her husband Roger Mackenzie, Richard Rankin. However, it was eventually revealed they had been killed in a car accident on the way to Claire's house. Many fans think this linked to her parents and late husband Frank's deaths, as they had all perished in a car crash. But one fan thinks it may be a hint that Claire's past will be explored further and reveal she was originally born in Jamie's time, the 18th century. Reddit user Beastly began, "Didn't Claire's parents die in a car crash / isn't there a theory that she wasn't born in the 1900s and her parents might have been time travelers?" Everything in Claire's protective dreamscape during the season finale was magical except for Brianna and Roger tragically dying the same way her parents are rumored to have passed, all while they haven't actually time traveled. Is it possible that this is some kind of symbolism? Several fans were quick to respond to the theory, with one certain it hinted Claire and Jamie may have met before. It very well could be. Personally, I like the theory that you're talking about, with Claire being from a time before her real time, maybe Jamie's? And her parents being travelers and all that, they replied. However, they added, "When I watched the episode, I assumed that them dying in the car wreck was a reference to Frank's death and her parents' deaths as well. I mean, that's three people who she held very dearly who died the same way, so she's got to have some kind of deep-seated fear about it, I would think." If Claire was originally born in the 18th century, it may reveal why she traveled back there in episode 1. It could also explain why her connection to Jamie was so strong. Could they have met each other as children? However, another fan insisted it must simply refer to the two traumatic losses Claire has faced in her own time. I think the symbolism in that scene was only that Claire had two traumatic losses in her life by car accident. She lost her parents and she lost Frank, they explained. So she knows this dreading feeling when someone brings you a bad news and tells you that someone you loved died. Now, after losing Bree, Jamie and Roger to the future, her mind makes this fear and this feeling of loss into another trauma of her, the trauma she associated with losses in the future. It's not just more of Claire's past that fans want to know about, as viewers are keen to find out exactly why young Ian, John Bell, left the Mohawk. It's been hinted he suffered a tragic loss himself, but the details have been kept tightly under wraps from viewers.